remember me?
No, but I'll sure try.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dramatic Jim Carrey performances.
Guess I'm being spontaneous. Somebody help me! I'm being spontaneous!
I couldn't take a chance telling you. You know that I couldn't.
Thank you very much.
For this list, we're looking at Jim Carrey's surprisingly impressive serious roles throughout the years, despite the fact that he's better known for his rubber-faced comedy. We will be dealing with some spoilers here, so viewers beware. Which of Carrey's performances do you think best exemplified his dramatic chops? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Number 10. Walter Sparrow, the number 23.
Perhaps I should be going. No, I want you to see this.
Carrey reteamed with Batman Forever director Joel Schumacher for this psychological thriller. And while it may have been panned for its nonsensical plot and execution, Carrey does the best with what he's given.
I should have realized the truth. I know it's absurd, but even the color of his tie betrayed him.
The film follows Walter Sparrow, a dog catcher who becomes enamored with a mysterious book. The book tells of a grisly murder, with dark events revolving around the number 23. As Walter dives further down the rabbit hole, he begins to notice disturbing connections to his own life, with the number popping up more frequently. Carrey plays the descent into madness well, even if his dialogue isn't the strongest.
You gotta get out. It's coming for you. I can't stop it.
As Walter continues to lose his grip on reality, the audience continues to wish this performance were in a different movie.
I'd like 2 words on my tombstone. What if?
Number 9. Colonel Stars and Stripes, Kick-Ass 2.
What the hell are you?
We're the good guys.
This sequel to 2010's Kick-Ass may not have lived up to expectations, but it at least added a few interesting new characters. One of those was Jim Carrey's Colonel Stars and Stripes. This twisted version of Captain America led Justice Forever, a group of vigilantes inspired by Kick-Ass's work.
Welcome to Justice Forever.
As a reformed gangster, Carrey brought a certain poignant yet ferocious presence to the otherwise fairly comedic material.
Oh, and try to have fun. Otherwise, what's the point?
His desire to make amends for his past was made palpable by Carrey's strong performance. And although he isn't in the movie long, his screen time certainly makes us wish he had been. Number 8. The Hermit, The Bad Batch. In this bizarre dystopian thriller, Carrey is almost unrecognizable as the Hermit, a homeless mute who wanders the film's wasteland setting. The Bad Batch follows Arlen, a young woman trying to survive ruthless outcasts in the Texas desert. In a stacked cast that includes Jason Momoa, Keanu Reeves, and Suki Waterhouse, it's remarkable that Carrey stands out given his smaller role. And it's even more impressive considering his character doesn't even speak. But if there's one thing he is known for, it's his expressive rubber-faced delivery. He still brings a comic touch to the role, and his helpful yet peculiar nature immediately draws you in. Number 7. Ebenezer Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Robert Zemeckis' uncanny valley animation had already been criticized in previous films. And while his third animated feature fares better, it also benefits from Jim Carrey giving his all.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits. That's the Johnson hoop. I'd rather not.
Based on the classic Charles Dickens novel, Carrey is fascinating as Ebenezer Scrooge. His vibrant facial expressions once again lend themselves well to his performance, as Carrey both voiced and performed motion capture for the character.
Mrs. Dilber, Merry Christmas! Oh my God!
Carrey embodied everything that made the miserly Scrooge a staple of fiction. But he also got the chance to turn in an array of performances since he played Scrooge's 3 ghosts as well.
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
Number 6. Peter Appleton, The Majestic. Just because it was a box office bomb doesn't mean Carrey didn't turn in a great performance. The Majestic follows blacklisted screenwriter Peter Appleton in the 1950s, who gets amnesia following a car accident. After awakening in a small town and being mistaken for a soldier who went missing during World War II, Peter connects with the town's citizens and helps them reopen its only theater.
Do you remember me?
No, but I'll sure try.
It was criticized for being overly long and overly sentimental, but Carrey brought a warmth and vulnerability that he rarely exhibited in his past roles.
Nifty, huh?
Yeah.
The film attempts to be a love letter to small-town cinema while navigating the Red Scare, and Carrey's acting is the element that showcases its themes the most.
See, I'm not like Luke Trimble. He had the market cornered on those things. I never met the guy, but I feel like I've gotten to know him. And the thing is, I can't help wondering what he'd say.
Number 5. Jeff Piccirillo. Kidding. Showtime's short-lived Kidding series starred Carrey as the host of a Mr. Rogers-esque show titled Mr. Pickle's Puppet Time. But behind the scenes, it was all but pleasant.
I had a son named Phil. He was once your age.
Jeff struggles with keeping up his bright persona following the tragic death of his son. His separation from his wife and dealing with his overbearing producer/father do not help matters.
I'm sorry, but this is where we live. Please, join us.
The show was praised for its examination of grief, which was carried by Carrey's layered and deeply personal portrayal.
Your parents are failing you. Mine did, and yours do. Every day. I know this because they leave you with me.
It was a fine balance between touching and exceptionally dark, something we've seen Carrey pull off time and time again. Low viewership led to its cancellation, and that is a shame for a number of reasons, but first and foremost because of Carrey's work.
Reality is the disease. The fantasy is the pill. So, it's not a lie if it heals. Exactly.
Number 4. Stephen J. Russell. I Love You, Philip Morris. This 2009 romantic dramedy follows Carrey as a family man who comes out of the closet following a near-death experience. To support his new lavish lifestyle, Stephen becomes a con artist.
Can I see some ID, please?
Of course you can.
Prison is where he meets Ewan McGregor's Philip, a sweet but gullible inmate and the love of Stephen's life. There are definitely moments of Carrey's comedic stylings here. He plays the con man with an eccentric air that is undoubtedly entertaining.
I'll come back. How's that? I'll come back later. I'll bring us some coffee, and we can talk about why you abandoned me and kept your other 2 children.
But there are also moments of dramatic panache as Stephen's many plans blow up in his face. It's the moments of genuine love and passion between Stephen and Philip that truly give Carrey the chance to shine.
I couldn't take a chance telling you. You know that. I couldn't. But Philip, I only did it so I could get here to you. I did it just so I could talk to you. And here I am.
Number 3. Andy Kaufman. Man on the Moon.
Thank you very much.
Andy Kaufman was one of the most unique performers of his time. So it stands to reason that only another unique performer would be able to capture what made him so interesting.
It'll be great. People will think their TV is broken, and they'll get out of their chairs, they'll walk over to the TV, twist the knobs, call the TV store, hey, I paid a lot of money for that TV. They'll bang on the television, they won't be able to fix it.
Carrey shines as the artist who refused to compromise his vision, even if it often clashed with fellow collaborators. He famously delved so deep into the mindset of Kaufman that he stayed in character off camera, sometimes even as Kaufman's alter ego Tony Clifton. But he nailed all of the tics and mannerisms of Kaufman, resulting in one of his most critically acclaimed roles.
You don't know the real me.
There isn't a real you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Number 2. Truman Burbank. The Truman Show. The Truman Show is the earliest example of Carrey's wider range, and his performance proved he was more than the wacky comedian with a highly animated presence.
Truman, where are we going? I don't really know. I guess I'm being spontaneous. Somebody help me! I'm being spontaneous!
The comedian plays the titular Truman Burbank, a man who, unbeknownst to him, has had his entire life fabricated, planned, and broadcast to millions of viewers. Everything from his hometown to his marriage has been constructed. as Truman begins to unravel the mystery behind his life, Carrey goes from mild-mannered and pleasant to frantic and paranoid.
What does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
At the time of its release, it took viewers completely by surprise, and it still stands as some of his finest work.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Joel Barish, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Hi.
I'm sorry?
I just said hi.
Hi, hello. Hi.
Director Michel Gondry's sci-fi romantic drama follows a troubled couple who get each other erased from their memories. As Jim Carrey's Joel relives his relationship in reverse, he attempts to run from his decision.
I'm gonna call it off. I'll give you a sign. I'm gonna call it off.
The film was rightfully praised for its unique concept, visuals, and the performances of its two leads. Carrey is far from his comfort zone, and the movie is all the better for it. In his hands, Joel is at times reserved and at others torn apart at the thought of losing his memories of Clementine.
I wish I'd stayed. I do.
Well, I came back downstairs and you were
I
gone.
walked out. I walked out the door.
Why?
I don't know. I felt like a scared little kid. I was like, it was above my head. I don't know.
This character aches with the weight of his failed relationship and the fear of losing what could have been. And Carrey clearly tapped into something intimate to make this character soar. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.